system. Well, it's an automated system that has so many components. It has very many components, and it's very detailed. But it's all based around land, and land is the common denominator of the GIS system, and it's essentially a system that can be applied for planning and management of any asset, whether that asset is an education asset like a school, a health center, an office, a road, forest. Everything that I've mentioned must be located on land, and because it must be located on land, the application of a GIS system is extremely broad. We're talking about human beings as well, populations, and so on.
Okay, that's a very interesting question because, as you're aware, I've just been reassigned to take charge of the Ministry of Special Projects. And this ministry is saddled with the responsibility of ensuring that a number of special projects of government are delivered. You know, the projects that are called legacy projects, you know, of His Excellency. They are currently domiciled in other MDAs, but with the creation of this Ministry of Special Projects, all those projects have now been transferred to the ministry, and so it's quite a huge responsibility.
I'm the project manager here at G.I.S. My nature of work basically is to liaise between the project and government to make sure that the management aspect of it, as it relates to the operations of the contractors, as being supervised by the consultant, is properly being relayed and liaised with the government of Cross River State.
My name is Engineer Johnson Sinugo, the Chief Executive of TTI Limited, the consultant to the project, to the G.I.S project. We designed the project framework and shepherded the selection of the prime contractors for the project, and also supervising the project implementation proper.
Yeah, my name is Chemekangu. I'm the Managing Director and Chief Executive of TechBridge Limited, representing International Land System, now known as Thomson Reuters. International Land System is a renowned GIS company specializing in land automation and the creation of parcel fabrics. Our job here is actually, as the main contractor, creating the entire GIS data set, starting with land information system. Right now, we've almost completed building the parcel fabric based on data that we're receiving from lands. We have practically received most of the available records. Right now, we're now creating and digitizing these records, and also taking survey information also in order to link the two and create an entire land solution. Other aspects of GIS will come, but because of the sensitive nature of land, we started with land. So, and I can guarantee that you guys are having the best solution that is available today in the world. And the nature of our application is that it's constantly being updated as we work. As I talk to you now, there are new releases that are coming in, trying to put you on the cutting edge all the time.
The governor has a vision for the state to make Cross River State the leading state in Nigeria. And there are a number of projects and programs that have been embarked upon by the government of Cross River State. And so, you know, for this ministry to be saddled with that responsibility of, you know, ensuring the implementation and completion of those legacy projects, you know, it keys directly with the vision of His Excellency. If I may wish to say that one of the key areas of government is education, and so the Cross River State government is now, in addition to all the educational programs that they have, we're going to build 3 model secondary schools in each of the senatorial districts, and that has been the responsibility of the Ministry of Special Projects. Even the Cross River State Polytechnic coming up at Ugep, that is also the responsibility of the Ministry of Special Projects, and a lot more. The Cross River G.I.S project is quite an interesting project. It's a project that seeks to address the challenges that the state has been facing on land administration. And hitherto, land administration has been handled analog, that is manually. Now we're automating the system, and it's a system that will address all those land information challenges, and also put the state in a very good pedestal for growth and development. The project for now is the project that seeks to be handled in 3 phases. We have what they call the first phase, which is the fast track phase. We have the implementation stage and the handing over stage. And in order to achieve that, the state government engaged the services of a consulting firm, Mr. TTI Limited, and also following a procurement process, the main vendors for installation of the system required, the land, international land systems of United States, in partnership with TechBridge, the main vendors delivering on the systems that we want. And for the first phase, we're looking at coming out with new certificates of occupancy. We're looking at installation of new ICT infrastructure. We're looking at building capacity. And then we're also looking at addressing the geodetic reference system in the state, because all those things, those land attributes are related to the survey data that has to be, collated. And I want to say categorically that the system we're putting in place meets international best practice. And in fact, the terms of engagement with the vendors, ILS of the United States of America, all the softwares are the latest softwares you can have any part of the globe currently. The milestones that have been achieved to date with regards to the fast track component of the Cross River Geographic Information System is that the ICT infrastructure has been put in place. The capacity building has reached advanced stage. The geodetic reference system has been completed, and the data gathering to facilitate issuance of or recertification of CFOs is currently in progress. As soon as the bill establishing the Cross River Geographic Information Agency is passed, we will be in a position to start rolling out new CFOs. I said before that the project is broken down into phases. The fast track phase, what do you call it, the implementation stage. And so by the time we're through with the fast track phase, we're now going into implementation. And here, the system is so robust that virtually all the information data and attributes, that you may wish to think of in terms of even if you want to know the number of hospitals and the location in Cross River State, the system can give you that. If you want to know the road network in the entire Cross River State, the system will give you that. If you want to, we want to develop what we call the A to Z of Calabar, like A to Z of London, the system can produce that here. and then so that, you know, you, in a very short while, you start, people can be driving with, what do you call it, the navigational aid, you know, the GPS in their cars, and they can lead you to wherever you want to go. And then also with all the agri, you know, land in the state, you know, will be so identified. And one interesting component that His Excellency is very much interested in is that of giving title to the village landowner, because it is believed that the moment you can give them title to the small parcel of land in the village, is an instrument for them to raise funds and also engage in you know,